half pan out as expected?
We didn't come out of the change room for the first 10-15 minutes. Nah, it was a poor start, really poor start. Really sloppy. And then brilliant. I think we lose poor goals. We were 2-0 down, third time we've come back. So that part I'm pleased with. But I knew when we were 2-0 down we'll come back into this game because we've shown it. The element of having a ruthless streak and being more clinical is something that we've talked about. And that part I'm really happy because our speed of attack, our bodies in the box, the right times to play forward and the runs is what gets us back in the game. And it was there was some really good goals.
I think if you go 2-0 down to the bottom club in the league, certain circumstances there could be a sense of kind of panic setting, but there wasn't that. I think the crowd were obviously unhappy, but there was no kind of sense of that on the pitch.
I think all round. I think when the second goal was in, there's a frustration. There's a frustration for me and the fans. That is, but the reaction to us going 2-0 down this time than we did against Ross County or Dundee is totally different. So that shows you that we are, as a collective, in a much different position than we were. I said before the game as well, Livingston have still got fight. You see it in all our games. So the first goal, the two goals are poor from us. The first one, our reactions are really poor, which then brings uncertainty, and we've got different players, and then Craigie's coming out, and it's always a bit panicky. Really composed finish. And the second one's poor from our point of view as well. But at no point did I feel, oh, we need to hit the panic button here or change it. We didn't even really change what we were doing. We just had to get better, and we knew with their aggressive press we would have a free player. We started finding the free player, playing forward, and then we exposed them at the opportunities.
What was the thinking behind putting Craig in today?
Just that he's been playing in the cup. I thought it's a good opportunity to get my game before the semi-final, and that was the decision.
Did you expect them to come into it so quickly after they've gone 2-0 down?
The team?
Yeah.
Well, from the previous games, I think our reaction's been good in their moments. I think that's what's shown. We didn't get sucked into just kicking the ball long and having a fight. We still tried to pass it, and like I said, we found that free player, which then opens the whole game up. And then our players in the right times made good forward runs, which gets and creates the opportunities.
I was going to say 6 changes, I think, today. Was that obviously guys coming in, getting game time that been out injured recently as well? Does that give them a chance to put themselves in the shop window for next week as well?
I think it was a mixture of, cause a couple of the boys hadn't trained all week, so their training time wasn't up to the level that I thought, well, it's worth starting them. And then there was the way the game was going to be. I felt certain players, Barry comes in because he's got the quality, and then he shows that for the goal, that he finds his pass, and we need to get players minutes that haven't had them to get them back up to speed. But ultimately it was because I thought the players on the pitch were going to win the game.
I think, as you confirmed, to finish at least 4th or higher in European football as well, is that, it was always going to kind of head in that direction anyway, but pleasing nonetheless?
Yeah, pleasing, but I think our aim's obviously kind of confirmed European football, and there's a few hurdles to go over, but we're pleased because we win the game, takes points, and it cuts the games down to getting us third where we're at. We're in a good position for that. We've got to drive for that. The win today also gives us a good couple of games going into the semi-final.
How pleasing was it the fact that with like a few of the goals you had Taroda, George Grant, Cammy Devlin in the 6-yard box to finish it?
It's something I've said, we've spoke about, whenever the ball gets to certain points in the pitch, the thought can't be build up, it needs to be the finishing. And that's the biggest pleasing part for us, because we had bodies in the box for the amount of times we squared the ball and the players running in for a tap in was excellent. It's a way that we can really hurt teams. And I think in the past when we've not killed games off, it's because we've got too many boys outside the box. So no, that was a big pleasing aspect of it.
Callum Muenhoff, will he likely be available for Sunday?
Probably not. He won't have trained enough. He's not planning. He's not in the plans to train at the start of the week. So I think he'll be struggling to be involved. Super.